Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker.
Hello there, great to see you again. Look what I've just had sent to me. It's a parcel. Oh, how exciting. Now it says here it's from Granny Maker. Oh, good old Granny. She always sends such great presents. Oh, what could it be? Maybe it's a book or a toy or a cake or... Oh, a huge multicoloured patterned jumper. Oh, well, I suppose I better try it on. Yes, it's a little on the large side. It's quite a strange design. It's got lots of different patterns all over it. And that gives me a great idea. Let's try something. Try making a patchwork pattern using different types of colourful paper. Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers, but I better take this jumper off first. I'll get too hot. Oh, that's better. Let's go. A piece of coloured paper and some scissors. A ruler, a pencil and a glue stick. And 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of coloured patterned paper. Whoa! Now, to make a patchwork pattern, like this one here, you need to get a piece of patterned paper and turn it over like this. Then get your ruler and lay it along the bottom edge like this. Now we're going to take a pencil and very carefully draw a line along the top of the ruler. Now this will give us a strip that's as wide as the ruler. Now take the ruler again and just sit it on top of that line that you've just drawn. And again, do the same. Draw a line. And that will give us another strip. Yes, perfect. Now carry on drawing lines all the way to the top of the paper. Now we need to cut these strips out. But be careful, scissors are sharp. Ooh, hey. Then draw lines across your strips like this. Now these lines again need to be about as wide as your ruler. So if we sit the ruler on the bottom there, draw a line, this will give us a square. Great! Now carry on drawing lines all the way up the strip and you're ready to cut these squares out. And do the same on the other strips and, of course, your other pieces of coloured patterned paper. Now you should have 4 piles of different coloured and different patterned paper. Hey, let's move these over here and then take a piece of coloured paper and we're going to choose a square from a pile. How about, yes, this red one. We're going to glue it in the middle of the paper. There. Now we need to choose squares from a different pile and we're going to glue them around the edge of this first square. So that's here, here, here and here. It's looking good, but now we're going to choose squares from another pile and glue them around the edges here. Let's do the same now with our 4th pile of squares. Of course, we're sticking them all the way around the edge of our last colour. You can make your patchwork pattern as big as you like. So let's start again with that first colour, which was the red square in the middle. Start laying them around the edge. Now, don't worry if you run out of space on the edges of your paper, like this. You can just leave a gap and carry on around the other side. And when you're happy, glue it all down. And there you have it, a brilliant patchwork pattern. Oh! And you could try using different types of patterned paper, like this. Or you could make a really big pattern. Ooh, with lots of different types of paper. It's up to you. You can make anything into a pattern, just like Granny Maker and her delightful knitted jumper. Oh, I wonder who that could be. Hello? Oh, hello, Granny. Yes, I got your parcel. Thank you. It was quite unusual. Does it fit? Oh, Granny, I'll have to call you back. There's a strange noise coming from the shelves. Yes, all right, thanks again. Bye. Phew, come on.
Ah, I knew it. It's just the shades, and they're asleep again.
Let's wake them up.
The shape. The shape.
I am a circle.
I am a triangle. I am a square.
I am a rectangle.
The shape.
I am a rectangle.
How many rectangles can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's right! There are 10 rectangles! Well done, Rectangle! It's time to get back on the shelf!
That was a great puzzle today. Those shapes are so clever, aren't they?
Pookie here. Minute Maid time.
Oh, it's Minute Maid time. Come on. Here's what we're going to make today. A pencil bug. Oh, Mr. Pencil Bug, I'm woolly pleased to see you. Now, to make one of these, you will need some sticky tack, a pair of scissors, a glue stick, a pencil, a short piece of wool, and a very long piece of wool. Now, we'll also need some googly eyes. Now, you can get these from an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got them. Here they are. Our googly eyes. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
No way.
Oh, well, I think I can. I'm going to have to be very quick, though. But don't worry, I'll remind you how to do it at the end.
Stop the clock.
Here we go. Get the long piece of wool and start wrapping it around your hand like this. Round and round it goes. And then carefully slide it off your hand. Get the small piece of wool and then tie it in the middle like that. There we go. Tie it nice and tight. There. And then get a pair of scissors and very carefully cut through the loops there on both sides. There's one side and here's the other side now. There we go, that gives us a fluffy bug. Now we need to glue on these googly eyes like this. There's one googly eye. There's the other googly eye. And then if we get our sticky tack on the end of our pencil, there it is, we can push it on to our pencil bug. Phew, I made it.
Only just.
Yes, and if you've got more than a minute, you can make all sorts of pencil bugs. How about a brilliant blue one?
Or even this big one, made out of multicoloured wool.
Pencil bugs made in a minute. Why don't you try and make one? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Wrap a long piece of wool around your hand and carefully take it off. Tie a smaller piece of wool around the middle of it. Cut the loops of wool around the edges and glue on googly eyes. Stick it on top of the pencil with sticky tack to complete your woolly pencil bug.
Why don't you try and make it in a minute? Oh, hello everyone.
Watch this!
I wonder what they're up to.
I am red. I am pink. I am green. I am peach. I'm yellow. It's a cake!
Well done, everybody. See you next time. Now it's time to...
Frame it. Frame it. Frame it. Now take a look at this.
This nighttime picture is made in a really clever way, and it looks so effective you'll be able to frame it. You will need coloured card, dark paper, white chalk, black paint, a pencil and a paintbrush. First, paint a thick layer of black paint all over the card and leave it to dry. Then take a piece of dark coloured paper and completely cover it with white chalk. Place the chalk side down on top of the dry painted card. And now you can draw a nighttime picture in a very clever way. Draw whatever you want. This is going to be a cat outside in the moonlight. Add a long fence and the moon, and let's add a tree. Then slowly lift it off to reveal where the white chalk has rubbed onto the black painted card underneath, giving you a fantastic effect.
What a brilliant picture! Why don't you have a go? And then frame it!
Isn't that clever? Now, what's going on here?
Have a look at my teeny tiny car here. It's brilliant. And if you think that's good, take a look at this. Here he is. It's my mini Mr. Maker. Let's make it. Oh, I love playing with teeny tiny toys, which gives me a great idea. Let's make something.
Make yourself a marvellous miniature garden. It's not big, but it's very clever.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. A green paper plate and some pipe cleaners. A pencil, some modelling clay and some coloured cards. Lollipop sticks and twigs. Sticky tape, glue and red stickers. Some flower-shaped buttons and a toy duck. Really? Great! Whoa! Now, to make a tiny garden like this one here, which has a little path, a pond with a duck swimming in it, a flower bed, a fence and some lovely trees. So let's start off by getting a blue piece of card like this, and we're going to draw a squiggly shape with a pencil for our pond. There we go, that looks good. Now we're going to get a green piece of card and we're going to draw two cloud shapes. Now these are going to be the top of our trees. Great. Now we can cut these shapes out, but be careful because scissors are sharp. Now, glue the blue squiggly pond in the middle of the plate. Now we need to get some grey modelling clay and we're going to roll a few tiny balls like this. Now these balls are going to help us make a tiny path. Just gently squeeze them onto the plate like this. Lovely. Now let's get some brown modelling clay, and we need to roll a sort of long sausage shape, and we're going to mould and squidge it to the back of the plate to make a flower bed. Then carefully snap 3 of your lolly sticks in half. Now you might want to ask an adult to help you with this bit, as it's a bit tricky. Now bring in 2 whole lolly sticks like this and lay them down, and then start to glue all of the pieces of lolly stick across to make a fence. When the fence is dry, carefully push it into the back of your flower bed. There we go. Lovely. Now, let's take the 2 curvy tree shapes that we cut out earlier, and we're going to stick on 2 twigs to the back. A little twig for the little one, and a large twig for the large tree. And now we have 2 trees. They look really good, but we can make them look even better by adding some red stickers for apples. There we go, 2 lovely apple trees. Let's stick them in to our garden. I think I'll put the big tree at the back here, like that. And then the smaller one just in front. Fantastic, well, our garden is starting to take shape, but now we need to plant some flowers in our flower bed. Now, first of all, we need to get some green pipe cleaners like this and just very carefully snip them into small pieces. Now you've got your pieces of pipe cleaner, you need to find yourself a flower-shaped button like this. If you turn it over, there's a little loop in the back in which you can push the pipe cleaner piece through and just fold it over to make a little tiny flower. Now don't worry if you haven't got any flower-shaped buttons. You can always draw and cut out a flower shape on some coloured card, make a little hole in the middle, and then push your piece of pipe cleaner through like this. And when you've got your flowers, bring back your garden and start planting your flowers in the flower bed. Wow, isn't that amazing? Why not float something on the pond, like a teeny tiny boat or a little toy duck? Oh, look at it, a wonderful, terrific, tiny garden. And you can make any type of tiny world that you like. How about this tiny jungle? It's got lots of card leaves and pipe cleaner trees with a toy tiger. Or you could even try making another tiny garden on a bigger tray. And instead of a fence, it's got a lolly stick bench.
Time to go!
Oh, that means my making time's over, but yours is just beginning. See you soon. It's time to put all this stuff back in its box.
If you like making things like Mr. Maker, visit bbc.co.uk/cbbs for more ideas.